12th chapter, the Bhakti Yoga, the grand finale of the middle part, the heart of Bhagavad Gita. It concludes, the title itself is Bhakti Yoga, the Yoga of Devotion, where right in the beginning, Arjuna asked the question, which is better, that impersonal worship of the imperceptible, unmanifested truth, or a more personal, devotional approach towards your form-based worship? Then Krishna in the beginning he says, yes, the personal worship is the most perfect form of worship, right? And such a person who is working in devotion without deviation, whose mind is always fixed upon me, who has made me the goal of one's life, such a person I swiftly deliver, very quick deliverance. But for the impersonal worshippers, advancement is very troublesome and the progress is very difficult, and finally at last they achieve Krishna, right? So then Krishna gives us very beautiful spectrum. We went through the spectrum in detail, right? I'll just very quickly read out, right? So at the topmost level, one is where one is working, fixing one mind upon Krishna. If you cannot do that, at least follow the Bhakti Yoga principles with rules and regulations, right? Why? That will naturally develop the desire to attain Krishna and fix your mind. If you cannot even do that, at least work for Krishna. If you cannot even do that, at least give up the results of your work and try to be a little self-situated. Don't be driven by this selfish motivations. But if you cannot even do that, at least meditate, right? Meditate on certain higher truths. If you cannot even do that, at least cultivate knowledge. At least understand what is the goal of life. Are you the body or are you the soul? At least cultivate that knowledge and somewhere begin your spiritual journey, right? Then when you go through this progression of detachment, dispassion, and eventual devotion, you will rise up to the spectrum. And we also discuss that how it is not that there is one right path, but there is the most appropriate path. And Krishna in this spectrum is giving us that very inclusive spectrum so that each and every one of us can understand where we are and plug in without without diluting the process, right? We are not diluting the process because we know what our ultimate goal is, right? And we are being realistic by saying, okay, this is where I am. I'm aspiring sincerely for the next stage. So that is the spiritual spectrum. Then we understood that how broadly speaking the Vedic texts are can be broadly classified into main three subjects. One, the Sambandha teachings, which are mainly talking about understanding of the absolute truth, our connection with the absolute truth. Second, the application, the substantiation process, abhidheya, where what do I do in my life? What is the sadhana? What is the practice? What is the application that I need to do of the science of connection? Then third stage is the prayojana. What is the perfection? What is the destination that I need to reach? Right? What is my purpose, so to speak, right? And what is that ultimate purpose and perfection, which is the manifestation of these devotional qualities. And we read through that list of wonderful devotional qualities, and among them also there is the primary quality and the secondary quality. The most important fundamental, the primary quality is when you are devotionally disposed towards Krishna. That is the most important quality. Then rest of them will naturally grow on that foundation.